any of you guys seen us do live before?
Yeah.
So this is going to be kind of like that, just to prepare you for how it goes. She's my very Puerto Rican mother, talks a lot, and I have her very half Puerto Rican son who also talks a lot. Sometimes we talk over each other, but we're not interrupting. It's not rude.
It's love.
It's all love. So just so you guys know how it goes.
I want to tell you that if John would be standing right here, right now, he would say to you, you are a very special person. Because Anton chose you. And you're here by his invitation. And I congratulate you because you have done something. I don't know what it is, but we're here together and that's a good thing. This is the beginning. And there are certain principles here. And I am guilty as can be of what I'm going to explain. I have never seen anybody understand my husband better than Anton Bonde. I was married to him almost 40 years. But John always said to me, 2 ears, 1 mouth. For a reason. You must listen twice as much as you talk. I'm still learning. All of us are super excited of what we have seen, of what we have watched. But John Sexsmith would say, you have unlimited potential. And if John Sexsmith had a gift, is that he saw it. He saw it through you. And when you were in his presence, you walked away knowing you had that potential. For that, he was a unique individual. He always understood that if it was to be, it was up to me. Because we all had that unlimited potential. I would come to Provo with him, and then I would go back, and I would grab people. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what I just saw in Provo, Utah. Enthusiasm. It's a gift I've had all my life. It's not a bad thing. But it's a tremendous weapon when you learn how to use it. And what John Sexsmith gave me as a gift
Was me. Just saying.
In the Finding Six, the person you're going to meet has no idea of your enthusiasm, where you've been, or anything like that. And guess what? They don't care. They don't care you work to Provo. They don't care you know Groveville. They don't care what you know. But you know what they care? If you care about them. And the only way that you're going to express value to them
el valor a ellos,
is that story that Anton is talking about.
es lo que Anton está contando.
How are you going to connect
¿Cómo vas a conectarles
with that individual that has a need and a want
con ese individuo que tiene una necesidad y un deseo?
so that the information you have
Así que la información que tú tienes
has value to them?
tiene valor para ellos.
Because you're going to find
Porque vas a encontrar
very capable people out there
gente muy capaz abajo, allí,
with the incredible gift of creation,
con el don increíble de la creación
with the incredible willingness to work.
y con una voluntad increíble para trabajar.
And if you don't listen to them
Y
first,
si no les escuchas primero,
it's on you.
depende de ti.
You blew it.
Las cagado.
And the truth is
Y la verdad es
that this is a very simple business.
que es un negocio muy simple.
I think about it and I go like, okay, I'm super emotional about this.
Yo pienso y digo, estoy súper emocionada con esto.
I'm super enthusiastic about it.
Soy muy entusiasta con esto.
My ideas are non-stop. I cannot sleep last night. I'm thinking about all the ideas that I have.
Porque mi cabeza va, ideas, ideas.
And then guess what?
Imagínate luego.
I come across you at the supermarket
Te veo a ti en el supermercado.
or in the cafeteria,
Hola, cafetería.
and I could possibly have that gift. But you've heard through the entire week here that the mission of this company is to improve other people's lives.
Y tengo el don de mejorar la vida de la gente.
And I only can do that because I have information that maybe you don't have.
Pero solo puedo hacer esto porque tengo información que quizás tú no tienes.
And maybe if that information is meaningful to you because you have a need and a want,
Y quizás si esta información es útil para ti porque tienes una necesidad y un deseo.
so the number one thing we need to control ourselves with
Pues la única cosa que tenemos que controlar, la número uno,
is that friend we haven't met yet, that's a stranger.
es ese amigo que todavía no hemos conocido, ese extraño.
I always, you heard me say this before.
Que no
If you
existe.
smile at me,
Si me sonríes,
it's a signal from heaven
es una señal del universo
that I need to tell you what I know.
que tengo que decir lo que sé.
And sometimes I have told people exactly that.
Y a veces le he dicho a la gente exactamente esto.
I said, oh my gosh, you just smiled at me.
Y me dijo, "Ay, Dios mío, me acabo de sonreír".
And they look at me and they say, yes.
Y dicen, sí.
I said, that maybe you did that because you have to hear to the information I have to say.
Esa es la información que sé.
But in the process of doing that,
Pero en el proceso de hacer esto,
what did I do?
¿qué es lo que hago?
John Sexsmith was so brilliant.
John Sexton era tan brillante.
He taught something called the cycle of duplication.
Él hablaba de la psicología de la duplicación.
It's not the cycle of copying.
No era
You get that?
Yeah.
You duplicate, you don't copy. A lot of people have, in the last 10 years, tried to go copy, and they call it the cycle of duplication, but it's not.
Y una
And that's why it didn't work.
Hay mucha gente porque la teoría dice que la psicología de la duplicación, pero no lo es.
In his brilliance,
En su brillante
he used to say,
decía,
create curiosity.
crea curiosidad.
So what did I do if I said to the person, you smiled at me? And maybe I have information.
Le dije a la gente que me ha sonreído. Y
So I just created curiosity, didn't I?
entonces, creé la curiosidad, ¿no?
In my own creative way.
De su manera antigua.
That worked for me.
Haciendo la pregunta.
Claro.
Well, for example, sometimes somebody would go, "Hey, you smiled at me, blah, 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 right?" And then she'd be like, well, maybe I have some information that I don't want to hear from you. And they'd go, oh, interesting, what do you do? And then what would you say?
It depends
Sí,
on the
alguien me dice
person.
que no, que no te
But
dice ella.
today, I could say, my goodness, there is a way,
Hay una
in the
manera
way the world has
del
changed.
mundo que ha cambiado.
Isn't it incredible the last 15 years? Has your life changed? And I would engage in a conversation.
Vale.
Or I've heard her
Porque
say,
yo en una conversación y que ha habido una manera que-
I have been on vacation the past 25 years of my life. How about you?
It's a very common thing I say.
And they go, well, how is that?
It's true, I do say that many times. But that's a creative, spontaneous
Lleva
thing.
25 años de vacaciones y la
But-
gente dice, ah, sí, porque le sale es muy espontáneo.
It's with the
And I said-
intention, though.
And it was a result of duplication, not copying.
he dicho, duplicar, crear, no copiar.
It was as a result of integrity.
Es por una por integridad, por
It came from my heart.
Ha llegado de su corazón, es lo que hay que llevar.
So what if you could have the next 28 years of vacation? Would you be interested in that?
¿Estarías interesado en las vacaciones?
So that's my way, right?
Esta es la forma que yo lo hago.
But John Sexsmith always said
Pero John Sexton siempre decía
that creating curiosity had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
que crear curiosidad tiene un inicio, una mitad y un final.
And when you created curiosity, you finished.
Y cuando creas la curiosidad, terminas.
Don't go into the next step.
No vayas a las siguientes fases.
Understand you did that.
Entiende que ya lo has hecho.
What is the second thing?
¿Cuál es la segunda cosa?
You have to pre-qualify.
Tienes que precualificar.
You know what? For the hardest time of my life, being Puerto Rican or not, I don't know,
No sé por qué, pero a mí me cuesta.
that word pre-qualify never sat well with me.
Nunca me ha llevado bien en esta palabra de precualificar. No sé si-
I never understood what it meant
Nunca he entendido lo que significa.
until
Hasta
10 years later
que 10 años
of
después,
watching John
viendo yo
pre-qualified men.
precualificar a los hombres.
What would you need and want?
¿Qué es lo que necesitarías?
If there's not a need and a want,
Si no hay una necesidad,
then I don't go to the next step.
no voy a la siguiente fase.
So, the first one is
La primera es
create curiosity.
crear curiosidad.
Beginning, middle, and end.
En medio y fin.
I created curiosity.
He creado la curiosidad.
Now I'm going to find out if there's a need.
Ahora voy a ver si hay una necesidad.
Would you really want to have 28 years of vacation in the future?
¿Realmente quieres tener la necesidad?
What would that mean to you?
¿Qué significaría?
That's pre-qualified.
Y eso es
To me, it was so simple. Why do you have to give it such a horrible name? So once I did that, that had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's finished.
Una vez que he hecho esto, que tiene un inicio, un medio y un final, se termina.
The next step
El siguiente paso
would be to present.
es presentar.
And that is where the story comes.
Y eso ahí es cuando tienes que contar tu historia.
Then in front of the person that you are, with
Enfrente de la persona que estás.
with all the amazing enthusiasm I